just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy. I have recently been seeing a lot of TikToks and where individuals are listing basically all the things that stay-at-home moms do and what their worth would be. And to be honest, those videos really frustrate me.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing stay-at-home moms and working moms. Now this video is inspired by two videos that I saw. The first video is about a stay-at-home mom who was talking about the sacrifice that stay-at-home moms make just to be stay-at-home moms to take care of their children and take care of their homes.
I'm tired of people acting like being a stay-at-home mom is just a privilege and not also a sacrifice. You have to pay housekeepers, janitors, nannies, caregivers, teachers, nurses, all that. And I'm all that in a day, baby. I'm a 25/8 on-the-clock domestic engineer. Act like it. And I can't speak for every mom, but don't get me started on me having my own dreams and goals. Let me preface this by saying being a mother is my greatest accomplishment. Or did I have to rearrange some of my plans to do so? Hell yeah. And being a parent is a sacrifice, period, but being a stay-at-home mother is an all-day sacrifice. Okay? All I'm saying is put some respect on our names immediately, because everybody ain't able and everybody ain't able to do it well. Period.
Now the second video is of a lady who just gave birth 6 months ago, and she was saying that being a stay-at-home mom is not really that hard, and that she does not understand why she sees videos of stay-at-home moms saying that it is complicated to be a stay-at-home mom or it is hard to be a stay-at-home mom.
I'm just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy. I have recently been seeing a lot of TikToks and where individuals are listing basically all the things that stay-at-home moms do and what their worth would be. And to be honest, those videos really frustrate me. I have a 6-month-old son and I also work full-time. I have a corporate job and my 6-month-old is not in daycare. Basically, my husband, myself, and my mom split up taking care of him throughout the week. At the end of my workday, my chores are not magically done. I still have to make dinner, do my laundry, clean my house. So I'd say by that math, what I do should be worth a lot since I'm doing everything. Now, I'm not saying that what they do is not important. I'm just saying that what they do is a big luxury. I recently had a 3-day weekend, and in just one day, I was able to do all my meal prepping for the week. I was able to do 4 loads of laundry, clean my house, as well as take care of my son, feed him, get him through his naps, etc. By the end of that day, I had literally done everything and had run out of things to do. And I still had 2 full more days to fill. But yes, while stay-at-home moms do have a lot of responsibilities, I feel like lately they're trying a little too hard to prove just how much they do. Would I love to be a stay-at-home mom? Absolutely. Because I would love a break. It honestly does not take that long to get your house in order. And it's really not that hard. Just have a system. I only have 1 kid, so I can't really speak for moms with multiples. But the women who really need the recognition are the working moms who also, according to TikTok, have the job of a stay-at-home mom too. So here's to all my working mamas. You guys are superstars.
Now my thoughts about mother who has a 6-month-old baby and was comparing lives of stay-at-home moms and using her life as a yardstick. My thoughts about it is that she just gave birth 6 months ago. She has a community. She has about 3 people in her community who happen to take care of her baby, and her baby is just 6 months. It's just 6 months. The baby is not really doing a lot that you can say, oh, being a stay-at-home mom is a luxury, or you can use your life as a yardstick to say stay-at-home moms are being too extreme by talking about the sacrifice or the work that they put in to be stay-at-home moms. She doesn't have, in my own opinion, she's not qualified to use her experience as a yardstick, and she's not qualified right now to say stay-at-home moms are being lazy or that they are overestimating what they do. Any which way, a lot of people had an issue with her statement. That's with the woman who just gave birth 6 months ago and said that being a stay-at-home mom is not as complicated as most stay-at-home moms make it to be.
I'm just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy.
I'm just gonna say it. Girl, what were you thinking? Look, I feel like I have a very special place where I come from where I can talk about this because I sort of have a mix of both worlds. I have what many people would consider a very stressful job. I'm a pediatric hospitalist. I work in the hospital setting. It's hard work. I also work 24-hour shifts. So when I go in, I work for 24 hours and then I come home and I get to be home sometimes for a week straight. So sometimes I feel like a stay-at-home mom because I'm home for a lot of days in a row. And I have 3 kids, ages 5, 3, and 14 months. I also have the privilege of having an absolutely amazing nanny, parents who live less than 10 minutes away from me, in-laws who live less than 20 minutes away from me, and a husband who shares all of the childcare responsibilities with me. And there are still days where I can easily say that days at home are harder than days at work. Now, of course, I have days at work that are a lot more stressful and days at home that are less stressful. But just like you, I have a lot of help. I have the village, just like you do, as you mentioned in your video. So to come on here and make a general statement that being a stay-at-home mom is easy, especially when you only have a 6-month-old child, which don't get me wrong, when I only had 1 kid, it was still difficult. But you have 1 baby who's not walking yet, who you mentioned is a great napper. Do you understand how ridiculous it is for you to come on here and make a general statement like that? And how insulting it is to mothers all over the world? Single moms or moms who just don't have that village to help them out. Moms suffering with postpartum depression. Moms who don't know if they'll be able to afford their groceries for the week. I mean, there are so many scenarios that should have went through your mind before you came on here and made the decision to make such a ridiculous statement. I hope that you continue to have such an amazing parenting experience. But take a minute to humble yourself and be grateful for the privilege that you have while understanding and empathizing with those who may not.
My husband, myself, and my mom split up taking care of him.
So at first I thought this was one of those satire videos, and at the end they put on clown makeup, and then I was like, no, this chick is serious. Listen, I've been a stay-at-home mom. I was a stay-at-home mom for many, many years. And let me explain to you that it's not so easy when you don't have just 1 child who is just a little teeny baby. When you have 2 children under 3, and one of them refuses to nap and refuses to let you outside of her sight, and you go several days without a shower and you feel like a friggin' farm animal who has no needs met, when you don't have time to pee a full pee, never mind make TikTok videos and do a full face of makeup. You have a mom and a husband helping you all the time, don't you, honey? What a luxury.
I'm just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy.
Okay, she's saying things with her whole chest. Okay.
I have a 6-month-old son.
Oh, yep. Okay, got it.
6-month-old is not in daycare.
Okay, and how is that possible in your life?
My husband, myself, and my mom split up taking care of him throughout the week.
Nah, there it is. You have the village that we all speak is lacking. You have 3 grown adults who are taking care of your child during the week. Okay, got it.
I recently had a 3-day weekend, and in just 1 day, I was able to do all my meal prepping for the week. I was able to do 4 loads of laundry, clean my house, as well as take care of my son, feed him, get him through his naps, etc.
So during your work week, while you went to work and had a break from your house and your child, because a lot of what's hard about being a stay-at-home mom that's not talked about is the mental load that is put on you. But okay, after that, you had a 3-day weekend, which I love for you. That's amazing. Your 6-month-old, who I hear is still napping, you were able to get things done while your 6-month-old napped. The 6-month-old who cannot walk around and make messes yet, possibly maybe your husband was home to help too. I don't know. You didn't say that. But okay. Yeah, I definitely see where that would be very possible and doable.
All stay-at-home moms do have a lot of responsibilities. I feel like lately they're trying a little too hard to prove just how much they do.
I know, right? It's not like there's countless videos on the internet constantly trying to invalidate all the work we do.
To be a stay-at-home mom? Absolutely. Because I would love a break.
Oh, you should not be a stay-at-home mom then. I don't know if you don't get breaks. Yeah, you don't really. You're pretty much constantly home there with your baby all the time. You don't get breaks.
Really not that hard. Just have a system.
Yeah. When I had one baby that regularly napped, I had a system too. I did. Now this is what my kids do to the system. You know, they don't. The system is just survival.
I only have one kid, so I can't really speak for moms with multiples.
I think all moms should be celebrated for what they do. Working moms, stay-at-home moms, single moms, okay? But the reason being a stay-at-home mom is so hard, it's not talked about, is the mental load you're carrying. It is years upon years of often multiple children where you're not talking to adults regularly and you don't have a village and you are there for every sick day. There is not really many breaks for you, and that can be mentally draining. So that is why it is so hard. It is not so much the dishes and the laundry, which by the way do get Groundhog Day in your brain, and it even gets hard to do that, but all of it is hard. Motherhood is hard. Whether you're working, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, all of it is hard. And what we shouldn't do is invalidate anyone else's experiences. And we definitely shouldn't say something is easy or hard, because we all have different circumstances.
Have you guys seen this girl's video that's going around? She's shaming stay-at-home mothers and applauding working mothers.
I'm just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy.
Ma'am, first of all, as a full-time working mother, a business owner at that, who had just a taste of what it was like to be a stay-at-home mother during COVID, you could not pay me enough to be a stay-at-home mother. I simply could not survive it. And the way that you're discrediting an extremely difficult, draining, isolating, and thankless job is incredibly arrogant of you. What I'm hearing is that you're a new mother with a 6-month-old. Honey, you don't have a baby, you have a potato. This is the easy part. Let's circle back when your child's about 3 or 4. And now you're telling us that you have so much help that you don't have to take your child to childcare? Honey, your privilege is showing. Do you know how many mothers have no help at all? You're able to accomplish a lot right now. That's great. I was also able to accomplish a lot whenever my daughter was a newborn, but you are in for a rude awakening, and I think you're being a little overly optimistic about what this whole motherhood thing looks like.
Stay-at-home moms do have a lot of responsibilities. I feel like lately they're trying a little too hard to prove just how much they do. Would I love to be a stay-at-home mom? Absolutely. Because I would love a break. It honestly does not take that long to get your house in order. And it's really not that hard.
So you think stay-at-home mothers are trying too hard to prove how much they do? Have you ever considered it's because of people like you who are constantly trying to discredit all of the hard work that they do, the unpaid work that they do? Do you understand how insanely invalidating it must be to have mothers like you constantly telling stay-at-home mothers how much free time they have on their hands and how easy they have it when they are literally drowning and probably struggling mentally? Do you understand how much constant stimulation and entertainment that a child needs? It's exhausting. Everyone's situation is different, so it's incredibly unfair of you to compare yourself to any other mothers. There are single mothers with no help, stay-at-home mothers with no help, and working mothers with no help, and you are clearly very privileged. But in general, motherhood is difficult, period. So the last thing we need is mom shaming from other mothers like you.
I'm just saying that what they do is a big luxury.
Calling stay-at-home motherhood a luxury is a blanket statement that actually doesn't cover the full reality of most stay-at-home moms. What we know is that most stay-at-home moms were forced into that and have made a huge sacrifice for their family. They were forced into that because they didn't have paid leave. They were forced into it because they didn't have enough PTO and sick time to care for sick kids. They were forced into it because there's a lack of affordable childcare in our country. They were forced into it because they don't have a village to help them support their kids in the form of their extended family. There are so many reasons that women are stay-at-home moms, and yes, some of them it was a choice. And for some of them, it was a privilege and a luxury. Their partner made enough money that allowed them to stay at home. But for others, they were forced into this decision by nothing more than their circumstances. So to say blanket statements like, that's a luxury, negates their lived experience. Not everyone has a job that supports them watching their child while they work. Not everybody has the support of their extended family. Not everybody has a partner. Not everyone can view being a stay-at-home mother as a luxury. Everybody has different lived experiences. Some stay-at-home moms actually have childcare, and they have a housekeeper, and they have somebody who does their lawn. They have this suite of domestic help that they would deem a luxury. But others are making huge financial sacrifices, huge career sacrifices, and taking on a huge amount of risk for their family by living off of one income. It is not black and white, and to state things like being a stay-at-home mom is a luxury is just naive. Also, let's just consider the fact that you are a stay-at-home mom to one child who is 6 months old. That does not correlate to somebody who's a stay-at-home mom with 4 children and a husband who works long hours away from home, traveling every week. That is different than somebody who's caring for a medically complex child. Being a stay-at-home mother looks different for every single person. And I, a working mother, a mother who works outside of the home, can acknowledge that being a stay-at-home mom for many is incredibly difficult.
To be honest, those videos really frustrate me.
This video really frustrates me, but hold on.
End of my work day, my chores are not magically done. I still have to make dinner, do my laundry, clean my house. So I think by that math, what I do should be worth a lot since I'm doing everything. Now, I'm not saying that what they do is not important. I'm just saying that what they do is a big luxury.
It is 2024, so tell me, why are we letting society pit moms against each other? Because do you know what happens when moms are fighting against each other? It doesn't benefit us. It hurts us. Every mom is a working mom. It doesn't matter. That's it. End of story. End of discussion. Full stop. This is not a competition. It should never be a competition. Moms should all be on the same side, working together towards the same goals, which is being recognized for all the hard work that we do, recognizing the unequal divide of labor. I don't know if you heard her, but she goes on to pretty much say she does everything. The laundry, the cooking, the meal prep, the cleaning. Your life would be a lot easier if your husband stepped up and started taking on more of those roles for you, which is not uncommon. That's a common thing among a lot of cishet marriages. Defaults to mom, and she ends up doing it all. But also, being a stay-at-home mom is not a luxury for a lot of people. It is a necessity. And stay-at-home moms forego a lot when they decide to leave the workforce, which they do in droves after they have children. Have you seen the stats? They lose out on hundreds of thousands of dollars in income. They lose out on retirement benefits. They lose out on Social Security. Stay-at-home moms are making an enormous sacrifice, and a lot of times it's out of necessity, not as a luxury. But that's not even the point. The point is we shouldn't be fighting against each other. So stop with the shenanigans, because everything is hard work, and every mom is a working mom.
I'm just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy.
I think this is just rage bait, but on the off chance it isn't and you actually need some education, let's look at it through other people's eyes. You have support. You have your mother, you have your husband, and yourself watching your son. You only have one son and he's 6 months old. Girl, you need to buckle up. Buckle up for when he gets to a toddler age. You just actually just message me then, okay? Second of all, you don't have multiple children. Support is huge. You have support. What about all these moms that their husband's deployed? Their husband works in the oil field. They're single parents. They have medically needy children. Mind blown. Literally mind blown that you believe this. And I'm trying to be kind, but I think your opinion will change over time. I think you're going to take that back in 2 years and you're going to say, oof, I should not have said that. I do not believe that. And yeah, it is easy at that stage in life, but call me back when you drop down to one nap. Call me back when your toddler won't eat anything and is sick. Call me back, okay? I don't know if you've gone through those things, but you're getting 1/3 of the time off. Call me back when you literally cannot go to the bathroom to take a shit because you have hands under the door or hands opening the door. I promise your opinion will change. I promise you will grow as a mom. It will change.
I'm just gonna say it, but being a stay-at-home mom is easy. I have recently been seeing a lot of TikTok.
It often feels easier for me to just go to work in a busy emergency department than it is to wake up early, get little kids dressed and fed and out the door, wake up big kids dressed in dress code, fed out the door, go to Publix and then probably Aldi and then the cat food store and run some errands, and then someone else needs something picked up from somewhere, and then I got to pick up little kids and do snack time and reading time and homework and sign notebooks, and then pick up big kids and then feed them, and then they got to go to practice, and then the other one's got to go to practice, and then we got to do bath time and bedtime and books. I don't think there's anything less luxurious about a job that never ends. You literally are stay-at-home parenting from the time your eyes open till the time your eyes close. And if a kid wakes up in the middle of the night, that's probably going to be your job too. There's nothing luxurious about that. What?
So a lot of people are trying to let her know that she doesn't really have that experience, one, to compare herself with other stay-at-home moms. Then also she's supposed to not generalize like that, because first of all, she has only one child that is less than a year, 6 months. She has not yet reached the stage where she's going to have multiple children, 3 children, maybe under the age of 5, and all of them going through their different tantrums. So she doesn't really have that experience to come out outrightly and start saying that, oh, being a stay-at-home mom is a particular is easy, and people are not having structure and schedule or what, organizing themselves and the rest that she said. Anyway, I think the message that a lot of people were saying got to her, because I believe she has deleted the video. Now, personally, I don't understand why she's trying to pit stay-at-home moms and working moms against each other. Personally, I cannot be a full-time stay-at-home mom because I need some form of control. I don't know how I'm going to explain it, but I feel like when you are a full-time stay-at-home mom, you lose some control over some things like your career and a lot of things. And it involves a lot of sacrifice that I'm not selfless enough to make. I personally like the idea of a hybrid stay-at-home mom or hybrid mom. That's being a stay-at-home mom for some days and working outside for some days. Working outside might involve maybe going to an office, going to a place, or just maybe even if the office or the place outside is my own business. So having like a office outside the house, or going to a company, or meeting clients and working with clients outside, maybe in their own companies, and having to stay there for like 2 days or 3 days. That's personally what I love. And I think that's what will suit me, because I want to have like a balance. I want to have some control over my finances and ability to bring in income, and also just going out and also staying at home. Being a full-time stay-at-home mom has never been my option, has never been something that I like, and it's because of the way I grew up and basically seeing what kind of happened to my mom. So that experience, looking at it and analyzing it, made me feel like, no, I would love to stay at home and take care of my kids if I have any, or the house, but I would also want to have I would also want to leave the house. I want to also have like opportunity to bring in steady income where I'm not relying so much on my partner, and that is what suits me, because like I said, childhood issue, growing up issue, seeing things and vowing never ever to give up total control of certain things, and that is for me. But for some people, they love being full-time stay-at-home mom, and I know it's not easy because you're practically doing everything on the clock. And I really know that it's not easy, because during the lockdown, a lot of parents, especially those that work outside, were really frustrated because they did not know how difficult it was to be stay-at-home moms and do everything. and then COVID make everybody, most people, stay at home moms, stay at home parents, and a lot of people were like, wow. So I know it's not easy. I also know that being a working mom and also taking care of things at home is also not easy. I think there should not be any comparison by people, especially women, saying stay at home mom, working mom, whatever. There should not be any comparison between the two, because everybody is trying to do what works for them based on whatever resources or whatever hand that God has dealt them. So you cannot come from your own privileged point of view and start judging another person, because to some people, being a stay-at-home mom is easy for them. They have a system that works for them, and to some it is not easy at all. To some, being a working mother is not easy for them, and to some, being a working mother outside the house is very easy. So it's all about everybody doing what is best for them and trying to be the best mother they can be to their children. So I don't particularly like the whole discourse, stay-at-home mom, working mom, whatever. Everybody is doing what works for them, and hopefully it will work for them in the long run. Any which way, this is my own thoughts about the whole situation. I don't think being a stay-at-home mom is easy, and I don't think being a working mom is easy. I think everybody's just trying to do what works for them based on whatever situation they find themselves in. Some people would love to be a stay-at-home mom, but they cannot afford to do that. And some people would love to be working moms outside the house, and they cannot afford to do that. So I just feel like everybody should give grace to everybody as they are trying to navigate whatever they are doing in life. I don't know what you guys think about this whole discourse. Do you think the original creator was right? Do you think some of the points that she made was right? Do you think being a stay-at-home mom is easy? Do you think the mothers that are working outside their homes are better mothers than those that are stay-at-home moms? I would love to hear your thoughts about this whole discussion, so please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.